What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another update on Hoppy. If you enjoy this content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, so I'm going to keep the technical analysis pretty brief today. I'm just going to point out a few things. So when you look at Bitcoin, I personally would argue that the cup and handle is still intact. This is the cup and this is the handle. And I've been saying it in all of my videos, but as long as this candle does not lose this trend line, then I will argue that it's still intact. Now, the other thing that I want to point out right now is 9 out of the last 10 daily candles on Bitcoin have been red. If you go back in Bitcoin's history, it is very rare for that to happen. Like right here back in July of 2024, we had 7 out of 8 and then we got a nice bounce. But 9 out of 10 is very rare. And what's interesting right now is we have back-to-back tweezer bottoms. We have 4 wicks that have came down and touched basically the exact same level. We've bounced around 95,600 4 different times. Now understand this candle hasn't closed yet, so I'm not entirely sure where we're actually going to close. But the RSI and stochastics are getting very oversold. Oftentimes when you see this little of sell pressure, we get a bounce. Now, is it going to be a full-on breakout? Only time will tell. Do understand that it's Super Bowl Sunday today, so a lot could happen in terms of volatility. We could see advertisements and all kinds of stuff. Now, when we look at Ethereum, Ethereum does not look as good as Bitcoin. However, we are still holding this macro trend line. But the main thing that I'm watching on Ethereum is to see if it can get back above the 200-day moving average. If we can get back above the 200-day, then I will be absolutely willing to embrace a breakout. But that is very important. What's extremely interesting about Ethereum right now, though, is what is actually happening behind the scenes. I'm only going to show you guys this post today because I've been showing a bunch of other posts about Ethereum lately. But the ETH inflows are at the same levels as in November of 2024. That right there tells you that smart money is loading up. What was happening in November? ETH was flying. Yet smart money is still loading up during this downtrend. Ask yourself the question why. In my opinion, Ethereum is eventually going to get the breakout. And if Ethereum breaks out, it's going to be very bullish for the entire Ethereum ecosystem. If you look at the meme coin market right now, you can see that most meme coins have just been getting nuked. Pepe is down 21.4% in the last week. And you just scroll down and pretty much everything right now is down double digits at least. And if you scroll down, you can see that Hoppy is no exception. You can see it's down 15% in the last week. But it's actually holding better than a lot of other projects. If you look at the Hoppy chart, not a whole lot has changed from my last video. You can see that Hoppy is still retesting these previous August lows. And before everyone starts saying, oh, Hoppy looks terrible, what else is retesting the previous August lows? You look at Turbo right now, it's retesting the exact same levels. You look at Pepe right now, it's retesting the exact same levels. And even if you look at Ethereum right now, Ethereum is basically retesting the same levels. So if Ethereum breaks out, does that mean that we're going to see a Hoppy breakout? Potentially. Is it guaranteed to happen? No, it's not, but it absolutely could happen. So those of you guys who are just riding off Hoppy right now, we won't know until Ethereum breaks out. I'm not saying that Hoppy is 100% going to break out, but we have to see ETH break out first. If ETH breaks out and Hoppy doesn't move, then yeah, that's going to be a bearish sign. But if Hoppy breaks out with ETH, then you know we could be back on track. I was comparing volume a lot in my last video, but I'm going to do it again because I think it's very important to understand. So if you look at Hoppy's volume right now, 6.4 million. This is enormous volume for a project this small. It's 33% of the market cap. This is honestly what I love to see. If you compare it to other larger projects like Snek, for example, a 300 million market cap project, 2.16 million volume. Hoppy has almost triple the volume of Snek. You look at something like Dojo on Mars, 117 million market cap, 5.5 million volume. Hoppy has higher volume. You look at NPC, 4 million volume. Hoppy has higher volume. You look at Apu, 2.3 million volume. Hoppy has almost triple Apu's volume. Now you look at some of the Boys Club characters like Andy, for example, 2.4 million. Hoppy obviously has way higher volume than Andy. You look at Landwolf, 4.4 million. Hoppy has higher volume than Landwolf. Now, volume is not always an indicator of what is to come, but this shows you right here that there is still a lot of interest in Hoppy. And the number one thing that exchanges are going to look for is volume. So those of you guys who are still hoping for OKX, you're still hoping for ByBit, and you're hoping for these tier ones, they want volume. So as long as Hoppy continues to be better volume than a lot of these other projects, then it has a good chance to get listed. Now, I'm not saying that a tier one is for sure going to happen, but volume is crucial. If you look at where most of the volume is coming from right now, it's coming from Gate.io and LBank. Gate.io is 29%, LBank's 21%. Uniswap is only 3.86%. So make sure you guys aren't only coming over to Dex Tools and looking at the volume, or Dex Screener and looking at the volume, because you can see that Dex Tools says it's 231K. That's only Uniswap. Hoppy has much more coming from the other exchanges. And then lastly, when we take a look at the Hoppy X account, not a whole lot has changed. They're still posting on here daily, and they actually just had a partnership 8 hours ago. And they're teaming up with real world use cases. So yeah, again, there's not a whole lot that I can say about this project. 100% we will not know if Hoppy is here to stay until Ethereum breaks out. That's just the reality of the situation. Some of you guys can sit here and just talk about how Hoppy's bleeding over and over and over, but it's not going to change the fact that Ethereum and a lot of the Ethereum ecosystem is also bleeding. I'm going to say it one last time. In order for Hoppy to break out, we need to see Ethereum break out. It is retesting the same levels that Hoppy is retesting. All of that being said, though, if you guys are interested in joining a like-minded community, then I also recommend taking a look at my Discord. We're here during the pumps, we're here during the dumps, we're here for all of it. And we've been making massive gains the entire bull run. As a lot of you guys know, I first called Hoppy in my Discord at a $580,000 market cap. It's actually the third largest gainer that my Discord has ever hit. At its all-time high, we were up 253x. And even right now, after the massive sell-off, you guys would still be in significant profit. So if you guys are interested, then I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage. But as always, I want to be crystal clear. Every single one of these projects that I cover come with extremely high risk. Make sure you always do your own research. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how high do you guys think Hoppy will go this bull run. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.